All right, so I've been trying to help you guys understand our history and to help you guys realize you need to go back and really understand what happened to America. So I'm going to tell you two sides of the coin. One, we either got conquered by the United States, or the United States was a last ditch effort by our forefathers to save the territory of America. And I believe that's what they did in 1776. Now, what you're going to have to understand is that the whatever people that were starting to rule America or infiltrate America already abstained power and wealth because it came from England. So they were already establishing that. And then you can understand before even the British conquered it, they said that it was conquered by Spain and Mexico. And so I'm just going to go through the whole thing, but I'm telling you, when you read the history, it started, man. And this right here, I want to go to the post office clause. And then this is what I was trying to point out in my Salida video, that they changed the town of Salida, which was originally South Arkansas. And this was in 1880. This ordered the name change in 1881. So imagine how much power that is to go in and you have a group of people living in the high country in the mountains, and then all of a sudden their town is changed to Salida instantly. And whether they agreed to it or not, there's really no like documentation on what really happened, because that's just it. You can pick and choose and save what information you need when you're trying to put a story together, so you can destroy the other, and there's no record of it and nobody will question it, because what I've seen and understood of this is a spiritual warfare. It's about honesty and truth, and we have a complete system that is used in corruption and lies and deceit. So if you like the system, I'm sure you're having a good old time. If you're not, like the rest of us that are just sitting here going, how much crazier is this going to get, God, before you really step in and do something? And not that but I'm asking God a serious question. How much longer will you deal with this? When are we when can we say enough's enough? I mean, we've seen it. And I think the reason why God hasn't stepped in is because of this. He needs you guys to understand that you've been all deceived, and that what you thought was your history and truth is not. And because of that, everything is in your life is based on a lie. So would it be right for God to destroy everybody because they didn't know, because they were living a lie? Like everything in their foundation, their traditions, their family, their history, everything that taught them to be who they are, and then later to come to find out that it's just been a cycle of trying to make a blend culture, as we'll say. Like they do not like individualism. They do not like groups of people. And that's just it. Everybody's different. Everyone has their own cliques. And that's what it's like high school all over again, except for now we're playing with real world affairs. So as I keep going through these videos, I'll try to keep explaining this, but you need to read your history, and the more you read on this back stuff, you're going to start to see the holes in everything, and I'm going to keep going through that. That's what I'm working on now. I'm trying to make these videos a little more better, because it scares me how fast this needs to come out, so that way you can understand. The state capital thing, here's a cookie. This right here, every Colorado city that I looked into was going to be the state capital. And I heard that shit when I was a kid. So, like I said, I believe that God put me here for a reason, because He made me see through all of it and was able to distinguish that what I have in front of me, I could tell you is a lie, and we could start piecing our history back together from historical records. But that's up to you guys. I mean, you have to do the work. I've already done it. I know what I found, and I'll keep going through it until someone else really sees what I'm talking about and know that you can't build what you did in the time frame that you did, and it's not going to happen. So this is just a video to kind of help you guys do some research, even in your own area, because I'm telling you, this is all done everywhere. And this is why they did it, the post office. And when did the post office come into effect? See, that's the thing. You need to start reading your history. Okay, here's another way to look at history. In 1775, so Benjamin Franklin was either on the good side or the bad side. I think he was on the good side because he put this in before the Constitution. But that's the thing, when power was given to these people, then they went ahead and started rewriting our history by changing names of towns. And that's just the start of it. So please, Brewster's World, I don't care where you're from. I'm showing you in America that they absolutely lied about my history. And I am here to stand with the people of the world and get to the truth, because once we get to the truth, the suffering will stop.